So what I like to do when I'm gripping the Muay Thai pads is I like to do somewhat of a monkey grip. So I'm not gripping the pads with my thumbs underneath the Thai shields. I like to grip over the top. I call it a monkey grip. And I'm also snugging the pads close into me so that when I hold the pads, I have a little bit of resistance. First thing we're going to look at is holding the pads for the straight punches. When I'm holding, I'm also in my fighting stance, so it's the same way I have my partner in her fighting stance. When I'm holding the pad, I'm imitating the same movement. Now what I try to do is when I'm holding for, let's say, a jab, it would be left to left if we're in the orthodox stance. The jab would be left hand to left hand, so I'm holding for the jab on my left hand as well. When my partner throws the cross, which is the rear hand, the right hand, I'm also holding for the pad on my right hand. What I try to do is, when I'm holding for the pads, I like to keep it face height to my partner so she's not hitting above her face, and also not this low because she's not punching towards the chest. So I want to try to keep it face height. Very important for me is I want to make sure that I'm not putting too much strain on my shoulders. So when I'm holding for the pads, I don't want to hold too far out from my body because every time I receive a hit, there's too much strain on my shoulder because I don't have a support of my body weight. Same thing on my right hand, right? I don't want to hold it too far away from my shoulders. What I should be looking for is keeping the pads close to my body, almost in front of me, away from my face for obvious reasons. So let's look at this real quick. So when I'm holding for the straight hand jab, cross, one more time, jab, cross, right? And that will be basic pad holding skills for a jab and a cross. Let's go 1, 2. Let's go 1, 2, 3. All right, so next thing we're going to look at is for, I would say, curved punches. So basically, how do I hold the pad for either a hook to the body or a hook to the face, or like an uppercut? So same thing, when I'm holding my pad, I want to hold for the hook face height right in front of my body, not too far to the outside. I'm hold right in front of my body. So if it's a left hand hook, hold it this way. If it's a right hand hook, I'm holding this way. And for any of the strikes, whenever my partner hits, I need to give a little bit of resistance to it so that on impact, it's not throwing my shoulder off. Okay, so let's look at this again. So left body hook, right body hook. So let's do it slowly. So left body hook, I'm holding in front of my partner, so she's connecting face height. What I don't want to do is I don't want to be holding this way for a face hook, because again, I don't have a support system with my shoulder. I don't have the body weight to support it. Now there will be techniques where sometimes she will need to throw what's it called, body hooks to the body. We'll get to how we'll hold for that at a later time. But for right now, holding for the hook to the face, I'm holding for the left hand, and hold for the right hand. Hold for the left hand, for the right hand. Right? And those are your basic pad holding skills for straight punches as well as hooks. So the last skill we're going to look at really quick is holding for the uppercut. So uppercut, if I'm holding for the left hand uppercut, again I hold somewhat above chin height for my partner. Okay? If I'm holding the right hand, I hold somewhat above chin height for the right partner. I like to hold somewhat of a 45 so that it's not really parallel to the ground and it's not straight either. So somewhere in between, you're going to find what works best for you and your partner. So let's look at it again. So left hand uppercut, right hand uppercut, left hand uppercut, right hand uppercut. Okay. So those are the pad holding skills that we need for our Muay Thai training, holding for the straight punches, hooks, as well as uppercuts. Hope this has been helpful. We'll see you guys in class.